Good afternoon and welcome to Energy at Park for the second quarter-final of this year's Bank of Ireland Leinster Rugby Senior Schools Cup. Yesterday we witnessed Gonzaga College book their place in the last four with a 19-11 win over Terenure College. In just under 5 minutes time we have the clash of Belvedere College and Newbridge College coming up on FreeSports. And today's broadcast is once again brought to you in association with Express Care by Affidea. Minor injuries and illnesses walking clinics in Dublin and Cork. Well, I'm delighted to be joined on pitch here by former Leinster and Ireland hooker Bernard Jackman. Bernard, we saw Belvedere play last week against Ross Gray and look quite convincing. They are favourites for today's game, but Newbridge have proved tough opponents to many teams that they've played in the league this year. This should be a good game.
Absolutely, I think Newbridge fancy their chances. Gonzaga had a great win yesterday against Terenure, and Gonzaga beat Newbridge with a last-minute kick in the league format, so the form is good, and it gives Newbridge more confidence that they can do a job on Belvo. But I was impressed with Belvo against Ross Gray, so Newbridge will have to put in a massive performance to get the win. Yeah, well, it's certainly shaping up to be a cracking game, and earlier we caught up with both coaches. Let's hear what they had to say.
What kind of challenge are you expecting from today's game?
Newbridge are a great team. They love to play it wide. They play it expensive. They like to use their backs to exploit space out wide. So we're going to be probably challenged to try and contain them and try to really get front foot ball from the beginning, get our forwards into the game early, and then play to set piece, which was one of our strengths in the first round.
How have the preparations been going in the build-up to today's game?
It's been fantastic, to be honest. We've had 2 good weeks. We played Belvo at the same time last year and they beat us convincingly enough, so the motivation for this year has been quite high. So we've had 2 good weeks leading into it.
And what kind of things have you been working on in preparation ahead of today's game?
We've looked at Belvo's strengths a little bit, but more importantly we've just looked at what we do well. Let's play our game and see where it takes us. If we end up winning, deadly. If not, let's just play well and see what happens. So we have a chance and we just see how it goes.
Yes, indeed, play well and see how it goes. Well, they're up against Belvedere, who have made a number of positional changes since their win over Ross Gray in the last round. In the backs, Matt Grogan moves from the wing to the centre in place of Caelan Mulvaney, which means that Cian Rogers moves from the bench to the left wing. Up front, there are changes too, with Alex Soroka moving from the second row to number 8, and captain Aaron Coleman switches to open side, and second row Cormac Yalowe is promoted from the bench. Newbridge come into this game on the back of victory over St. Gerard's in the last round. They'll be looking to the likes of experienced Jack Doyle at number 9 to guide the forwards and provide quick ball to a backline that includes 2 County GA representatives in David Higgins and Marcus Kiley. Up front, number 8 Murish Cleary is the 3rd brother to be involved at senior cup level, and the side is captained by the inspirational Luke Rigney, son of Des Rigney and nephew of Brian, Colm and Niall. Well, Bernard, contrast to the last day we were here watching Belvedere play when the snow was coming in sideways in Energy at Park, but today, beautiful day and beautiful conditions for this schools game.
Yeah, it's perfect conditions. Definitely, both teams can play the type of wide game that they're both famous for over the last couple of seasons under these coaches. And I think Belvo have slightly advantage of having played a game in Donnybrook already. But you know, Newbridge are underdogs, and they're looking forward to getting stuck into them and seeing if there's any weakness they can find.
Yeah, as I said earlier, in the league they certainly had decent form and caused plenty of problems for teams. So I don't think they'll have any fear about going out and giving it a real go against this Belvedere side. No,
I was speaking to the Newbridge coach before the game, and they said the problem is with the league structure, they only get to play about 2 games a year against the big schools. So they have played Belvedere this year early on in the year, and that's probably a weakness for Newbridge. They don't get access to this type of competition regularly enough.
Atmosphere really starting to build here now at this Leinster Schools Cup match between Belvedere and Newbridge College today. Your referee for today's game is Colm Roach, and he'll be assisted by touch judges, and they are Clive Wardrobe and Jason Meany for this quarter-final today, as both teams get their final huddle together. Words of inspiration coming in there from Captain Rigney to his teammates. Newbridge did win the toss in this game, and there is a slight breeze coming in from right to left. We saw yesterday how that affected the game, Bernard, and I'm sure it'll be in the minds of both of these teams, and for that reason Newbridge have decided to play into the breeze.
Yeah, Newbridge won a toss and decided to play into the wind, and I think that's important because obviously as the underdogs they want to get a good start, and the question mark around this Newbridge team is just their mental strength and their ability to be consistent for 70 minutes, and they're obviously looking to start with the conditions and hopefully get a platform in the game.
Justin Leonard will be the player for Belvedere who gets this game underway for us.
Good to
I know
go.
you were impressed with him last week, Bernard.
Yeah, he's an excellent player. He runs his back line really well, plays flat, and has got a very good kicking game off the left foot. And we see him dropping the ball here and getting the ball started.
Straight away they go long, trying to put the pressure on Newbridge and put some territory advantage. Jordan Nolan has dealt with that one well. He goes into ground, competing at the breakdown there by Belvedere. Jack Doyle with his first play puts a nice box kick up there. It's dealt very well by Rory Dwyer there at full back. Ball is available for Lysett. He looks to go down that blind side, but it's closed down pretty quickly. Tackle comes in from Rigney. Rogers fills in at scrum half, gives it to Leonard. Again, big hits coming in there from Cleary. Good defence. Blind side again, a little bit exposed. Belvedere looking to come down that side. Good hands. Gets it to Dwyer. He steps back inside. Tackled by Doyle. Ball's available there for Lysett to Leonard. Taken forward by Captain Coleman. Bringing in the forwards. Oh, that's a great outside run by Leonard. He finds space. There were numbers on the outside, just couldn't get that pass away. Lysett is there. They keep it going. Intercept. Attempt there from Cal, but it doesn't happen on that occasion. Belvo set to go. Leonard again uses the big runners up to McNellis. Ball available for Belvedere. They move it out to Coleman. Coleman onto Halpine. Yolowe. Lysett, Leonard. Oh, intercepted pass. In comes Conroy. He spotted the opportunity. They're not going to catch it from there. And what a start for Newbridge, Bernard.
Yeah, great start for Newbridge. In fairness to Belvo, they're implementing their game plan and trying to build phases, and they had a quick slide over up there, but brilliant read by the wing Conway, who came in off his wing, just spots that, leaves a man, 2 men on the overlap, 3 men on the overlap actually down the 5-metre channel, and shows great pace and ideal start for Newbridge.
Yeah, and he had to make that one count because Rory Dwyer was waiting for that pass. They had the overlap, the numbers, it was a great build-up from Belvedere, good patience, and they used that blind side well to create that overlap. Dwyer was waiting, but Donald Conroy just read the situation perfectly. Scrum cap came forward, timed his run perfectly, and went all the way. And what a start for Newbridge, and Jack Doyle here with the opportunity to add the extra 2 points. Strikes it well, strikes it very well. It's straight between the posts, and the perfect start for Newbridge. 7 points inside the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, and it's a great kick from Jack Doyle. This is his 3rd year on the team, the most experienced player, and ironically this is 3rd year in a row he's played Belvedere in the Cup. He's lost the last 2 times, and he'll be hoping to make today a great day, a great memory for him.
And as we said, against the wind, Leonard with the restart again. Newbridge will be very happy with that score against the wind, and again it's that man Conroy again, ships it on to Nolan, who's happy to take it forward. Go into contact. Doyle looks like he's setting up again for another box kick, and that he is, and he gets great height to that. What a kick that is. Look at the height. Forces. I think referee, yeah, Sam Cahill may well have been in front, was indeed in front of the kicker when that kick was put in from Jack Doyle. Well, what a box kick that was. The hang time is incredible.
That's the second box kick. I watched him in the warm-up. They were on the money every time. I mean, you know, when you've got a quality kicker like him, there's no need to push the boundaries. Give an extra yard because there's so much hang time on it. You're going to arrive at the same time as the ball anyway.
Yeah, and you'd say it's a let-off for Belvedere because the catch wasn't dealt with the Dwyer on that occasion, and now they find themselves just 7 metres shy of the Newbridge line with a great line-out opportunity here. Andrew Sinnott playing at hooker. We'll be looking to the likes of Yolowe, Jones and Coleman as targets from this one. And he does find Coleman on this occasion, and they set up the maul. Leinster talking to his troops, organising, calling to the ref. It's a penalty. Advantage being played here. It's taken forward by Marr. Knock on there, so it goes back for the penalty. Collapsing the ball as Belvedere were going forward. Now, will they go for the corner again, Bernard?
Yeah, it's a little bit more ideally positioned for the kicker, but I think they felt they had a good maul built there, and they were going forward, so they're going to try and get the try back immediately.
Well, considering that Newbridge did collapse that Belvedere maul, I'm sure they're thinking that if it happens again, the referee might go under the sticks. So last throw was good from Sinnott, and will Coleman be the target again? This time he goes towards the front. It's well taken.
4-8.
Again, they set that drive up. It's a good drive. It's served. It's 1 metre. It's over the line, and it's a score. Referee right there.
Easy.
And Hooker, Andrew Sinnott gets to his feet with the ball in his hands. He'll be claiming that one. Well worked maul, Bernard.
Yeah, they showed that the first ball opportunity that length that Newbridge collapsed. They build it so quickly. Their body position is really low. You only really see the catcher with his head up, and Newbridge have no answer to that kind of speed and power from Belvedere.
Thank you.
Yep, that was a well-worked line out again. Good throw from Sinnott, finding Soroka, the number 8. Beautiful strike of the ball there from Leonard, who's factor of his game, and what a response this has been from Belvedere, almost immediately getting themselves back level pegging.
Yeah, it's been a big feature of the games we've worked on so far, Reggie, is the inability to exit properly from the kickoff. So, you know, I'll be interested if Belvedere can take this down and make sure they clear their lines with a minimum of fuss.
Restart just goes shy of it. 10.
Hands wide, Green. Hold.
Leonard moves it along the back line to Marr. Good hands again. Trying to get it out to Coleman. Stand the captain not able to get his hands on it, but that's great feet by Dwyer. Keeps the ball alive. Good counter looking there, but they still have it. Leinster out to Coleman. Coleman presents the ball perfectly. Leinster to Leonard. Looking to use the big runners. It's well taken forward. Cagney. Leinster puts it out to Soroka, the number 8.
No, not help.
Good drive again from Belvedere. Showing good patience here in the build-up. Using big forward runners when necessary, mixing it up well between forwards and backs. Newbridge organising their defence well, getting in there, slowing things down, but Belvedere go route 1 up through the middle. Kick and drive now. Jones takes it forward.
No, don't take him.
Newbridge just in danger of being offside. Need to be careful. Leonard decides to put up a tester. Forward comes Cahill. Oh, it's just knocked forward on that occasion by Marr. Chance for Newbridge to go. Ball's available for Doyle.
Still playing the advantage.
He uses Rutledge. Nolan, I should say. Doyle. At the back again. To a Halpine.
No advantage is gained. We're going back for the knock-on.
Oisin Halpine there taking that one forward, but the advantage was being played by the referee for a knock-on. So we'll go back for the scrum.
Not forward, green ball.
Bit ominous, Bernard, the way Belvedere are able to build that drive and mix and match between forwards and backs, and then go up through the middle if they need it as well.
Yeah, so when when Leonard doesn't want the ball back off the forwards, they're well able to get over the gain line, and they're causing the Newbridge defence a lot of problems around the fringes, and then Newbridge defence are getting nice and tight, and Leonard's looking to pull the string and go to that width quite quickly.
Belvedere defence does seem to be well organised though, very strong in that midfield pairing with Mara and Grogan.
Gap is too big, we'll close that gap.
This is the first scrum of the game. I'll be interested to see if Rigney can do any damage. He's a big strong young man.
Big Rigney, son of Des Rigney and nephew of former international Brian Rigney as well.
Crouch!
Column and Leash, hurling legends. Niall, Des, they all play hurling. Not sure Brian did.
Hold, scrumming.
That's knocked forward.
Advantage, not forward.
Cleary couldn't get away. Referee says knock-on advantage being played. He was.
No advantage.
It looked to be almost deliberate. It's almost a disadvantage in Newbridge. They've gone backwards from that.
No.
Yeah, they prefer it was reset where the original scrum came from, but definitely Bell will have the upper hand in that first scrum and put big pressure on Newbridge, and it's very difficult at the back of the scrum for Maurice Cleary to deal with it properly, and it caused, it ended up being knocked on by Belvo, but definitely Belvo are able to put pressure on that area.
Crouch! Bind!
Yeah, Newbridge need to get themselves back into this game. They've been absorbing a lot of pressure in the last 5 or 6 minutes from Belvedere. Scrum opportunity, 30 metres from their own line. Doyle will have to put in. They'll need a solid scrum. Jack Hannon attempts getting his orders in to Doyle. Outside him, Sheedy and Kiley both setting up to take this one on. It's a good scrum from Belvedere, putting pressure on. It's just there for Cleary. Goes to Doyle. Moves it along to Hannon. Oh, great step. Finds that gap. Offloads brilliantly. Can they get the hands free? Higgins tied up on that occasion, but Doyle has it again. Gets it out to that man, Donald Conroy, this try scorer. Looking to clear out again. It's a penalty advantage here. Belvedere not getting away from the ball. Referee Colin Roach right there, making it clear. He was talking to Mara the whole time, telling him to get away from that breakdown, but he wasn't listening. Better response there from Newbridge.
Yeah, great break from the 10, Jack Hannon, which led to this brilliant pass from Jack Doyle to the try scorer. Conroy, but Belvedere just going backwards. They just panic a little bit, and attacking doesn't roll away. It gives Newbridge only their first real set piece in the opposition half already.
Yep. Jeff McNeill with the throw. Right his man perfectly. Touched on, break to McGrory. He takes a big hit up through the middle. Ball available again there for Doyle. Trying to get a bit of pace on it. Not the best of passes, but picked up brilliantly from the ground. Again they go to McGrory. Great hands, offloads to Rigney. He's met well with a good challenge though. Belvedere counter-rooking, but referee not happy. Offside again, and he wants to have a chat.
Just be careful with that hit.
Number 8.
It's a timing issue, just a penalty this time.
Alexis Soroka. Just letting him know to be careful. Finding himself in that position, and it's just that tackle was a little bit close to being a tilt tackle, but I don't think there was anything in it. I think it was just energy and excitement about making a big hit. Yeah,
well, Conor McGrory had made a great carry from the line out. He's a dynamic ball carrier for Newbridge, and obviously Soroka wanted to just lay down a marker and show him that as back row to back row he was going to not take a backward step.
Jack Doyle with another opportunity here. Put Newbridge back in front.
Hold.
Strikes it low and drills it. And just pulled it to the left-hand side. He was kicking into the wind, and I think because of that he tried to drill it hard and low, and just pulled it to the left on the back of that. Let off for Belvedere, it has to be said.
Yeah, let off for Belvedere, but at least Newbridge are in the right area of the field, and the scrum breakout that they got him into the half was excellent, and their phase play off that line out was positive as well, so it's shown that he can play a little bit.
Leonard Goes long this time, testing Cal, but that's taken well by the young fullback. Good hands again by Kiley, wearing number 23, not the advertised 13, in case any of you are confused. It is Kiley. He must be a LeBron James or Michael Jordan fan. His preferred number is 23. Hannon, good. Oh, great take forward again by Oshino Halpin. Good ball. Distributed well by Hannon. Defence is organised by Belvedere. Ball is there. Doyle looks to go. It's a good break down the right. Just met by Mangan. Just came forward. He just right on the gain line. Wanted to take that ball at serious pace. I was pumping the legs. Just needed to pass slightly earlier, Bernard.
Yeah, it's a great line. You see him attacking that space just outside the ruck. He had been over the gain, and unfortunately, it's good defence, and he fumbles the ball. But those kind of carries just close in, will get Newbridge on the front foot, particularly when big men like Mangan are coming onto it at a pace like that.
So difficult to deal with when you're the defender. Very little time to think. Can't tackle it before he gets the ball. By the time he's got it, he's on top of you and gone past.
Yeah, we see James Ryan doing it so much for Leinster in Ireland, and he constantly gets over the gain line.
Right side, once fumbled by Leinster. Pass wasn't the best, a little bit behind him. Looking to get on that blind side, we still have it. All available there. Forward's going to take it forward. Sinnott goes. Again, they look for the pick and drive. It's Cagney. Big ball carrier. In their last match against Rossfray, getting involved again in this one. Ball's there for Leinster.
Use it!
They look to use the box kick and get a chase going on this one. And he does. Gets plenty of height on it. It's down towards Cahill again, who's dealt with everything that's come his way today. Fantastic field there, but he's been driven backwards. Good chase by Belvedere. And he looks to put the pressure back on. Lyson's there. Good covering tackle. Good covering catch even. Rory Dwyer now slips as he goes forward off that one. He's just held up. Coleman tries to bring it on. Lyson now to Soroka. Oh, what a hit there. Combined hit from Sheedy. Again, Cagney. Lyson pushes it out there towards Marr. He's had enough. He wants to play down in the Newbridge territory. It's dealt with well again by Cowell. He puts a little dink up, tries to chase it up and say, oh, big collision comes forward. It's Lysett, but he bounces back up. On they go again, Belvedere. It's relentless stuff.
Okay, hands away, hands away.
Cagney. Big ball back inside to Lysett, who finds space. Leonard puts it on. Oh, slightly late hit there on Marr, but the chase is on. The referee was right there. He was playing the advantage from that late tackle on John Marr as he was putting that kick through.
Can't just be back there for a moment, please.
But it wasn't a bad option to put that little rubber kick in behind Bernard.
No,
in this case,
the ball could go anywhere with two good chasers.
Yeah, they're really working Cahill hard in the backfield, whether it's high bombs down the right hand side, left hand side. And that time he was caught up in the defensive line on the far side, and they spotted and just put a great little rubber kick through. And the skill set and the awareness of where the space is, has been top notch over the last couple of games in the Leinster Schools Cup.
Very impressive sound Cahill at fullback for Newbridge, though. I mean, as you said, they're peppering him with high balls, and he's dealt with every single one.
Yeah, he's been incredibly brave, and he made a huge kick there on Lysett after he put up his own Gary Owen on the return kick, but it doesn't look very big, but it's certainly very physical.
Belvedere through Lysett, have gone to that corner again.
Yeah, we just see this again. It's Leonard looking to put width on and a kick through, and a late tackle doesn't wrap his arms as well. So easy penalty for the referee to give.
Just seen that rubber through there. Conroy was left so isolated. If that ball had bounced in any other way, it could easily have been a try. But anyway, still have an opportunity. Andrew Sinnott with the throw here. Soroka has been the target in the past. We'll see if he's going to go there again. This time they go towards Coleman. But it wasn't straight. And a let off for Newbridge. These mistakes, we've seen it in all of the matches so far that we've covered, Bernard, and it's so frustrating. You've coached at schools level. The frustration level seeing that type of thing when you're in such a great attacking opportunity, the basics.
Yeah, but this is huge pressure for some of these players, and there's so much counting on this game, whether it's for the school or whether it's for aspiration to do something afterwards in terms of representative rugby and playing in front of big crowds on live on TV. And it's difficult for them.
Big scrum here. Belvedere have pressure on. Jack Doyle feeds. Newbridge hold. Ball is there. Well moved out to Sheedy, who takes it forward for Newbridge. Doyle again, looking to set things up. Goes through Nolan. Every metre counts when you're trying to clear your line from here. Doyle with the kick. And he finds a touch.
It's an excellent
just
kick.
Outside the 22. Yeah, great kick.
That's an excellent kick because they were so close to the post. He only had one chaser on his side, so if he had a missed touch there, it would be very difficult for Newbridge to stop the counter attack. So you just need to get it off and move your defensive line a little further up the field.
We see Justin Leonard coming in there talking to the forwards as they go into the huddle to organise this line out. Andrew Sinnott being given the message of where they wanted to go. Soroka and Coleman have been the two target men so far in these lineouts. The message comes in from Hugh Flood to Sinnott.
Oh, please, that's so good sub.
Yeah, number 22 from Newbridge has come on as a good sub. John Shanahan has gone in the fullback.
Talk to you, Jeff. Just keep that there, please.
Leonard. You see him talking to Dave. Keane Rogers. They come off the top here and back inside to Rogers. Lights it. Good ball. Out towards Yelloway. Lights it goes again. Oh, that's a great line. Marr just caught by the ankles as he went through there. Ball available again. They go down that right-hand side. Leonard looks to step and go. Keeps driving those legs, looking to get his hands free.
No, 23 out, leave.
Good clear out again. Ball available. Big forwards coming back to the left. Oh, that's good counter work by Newbridge, though. They're fighting, defending that line as best they can. Cagney looks to go. Big pick and drive from him.
Move, Green.
Ball available again. This is relentless from Belvedere. Drive after drive. So difficult on Newbridge to hold out here. Coleman goes. He's stopped 3 metres short. Cagney sets up. Lycett puts it out to Soroka. Ball is available again. Lycett goes himself. Just held short of the line. Great tackle coming in there from Halpine. Ball available again. We see Coleman setting over. Cagney's at the back. Someone's going for the post. It looks like it could be. Yeah, it looks like Soroka was there just waiting. Very clever play. Good awareness. Realised the base of the post is right in front of him, and as we know at this stage, any ball going against that, just watch here, Bernard, how he waits. Coleman gets over the ball. Soroka's there at the base. He picks, he drives, he places it and pushes it through to the post. Good try.
Yeah, and you don't see that very often. He actually goes through the legs of the guy in front of him. It makes it even harder for the defensive team to defend. But Soroka's been excellent so far, whether it's in the line out or defence or carries around the fringes. He's given Belvedere so much go forward, and he looks like a quality operator.
Yeah, and last week he was playing against Roscrea in the second row, but it seems quite clear that his obvious position and best position is in that back row.
Yeah, his brother plays prop for Clontarf. He's a completely different body shape, but he's just a big, tall, rangy footballer who's quite dynamic. So interesting profile. As a back row can play lock as he passes into adult rugby.
Hannah given the responsibility of taking this restart, and they go long. One's not dealt with. Backwards, says the referee from Jed Jones.
Green. Inside.
Lycett decides he doesn't want to play around in there, puts a good kick in it and relieves the pressure. And timing-wise, as we're approaching 10 minutes from half-time, that was a crucial score. Given the breeze, which we keep mentioning, Bernard, it is a factor in this game, and Belvedere need to get some points in these next 10 minutes to give themselves a little bit of a cushion at half-time.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think Newbridge should be quite happy the way they've settled back into the game. Obviously got an intercept early doors, then it was Belvedere dominance, but Newbridge just have to get more time in the Belvedere half to see what they can do.
Good ball there from McNeilis, taken by Halpin. The drive forward now comes through McGrory. Ball available for Doyle. He goes back down the blind side. Big hands from the second rows, both involved. Mangan and Halpin. Goes out again. McGrory could be the target off this one. He is. Good defence from Belvedere though. Oh, they counter-hooked that one well, but just managed to hold on, Newbridge. Good hands, great pass back inside to Scully from Hannon on that occasion. Taken on by Halpin. Hit comes in by Leonard. Ball gets out on the outside to Kiley. He steps back inside. Big clear out from the substitute Shanahan. Nolan goes forward. Ball available again. Belvedere desperately trying to defend this one. Have they lost the board? Oh, it's been turned over. Been turned over by Matthew Grogan. Big turnover for Belvedere.
No advantage. Scrum down. Black ball.
Yeah, just knocked on in the attack, but a crucial turnover from Belvedere point of view. And Grogan get his hands on this one and a chance to relieve the pressure.
Yeah, because Newbridge are getting over the gain line every phase there, and it's, you know, it started with the carry from McCrory from the line out. He looks very dynamic, and then you have to be very impressed with Jack Hand as well. His ability to get his hands free in the tackle and get a late pass. Bell will need to watch his break ability, because he just takes the ball straight to the gain line.
Yep. The blood substitution is back on, and that's an important one. From a Newbridge point of view, Cahill has been so good for them today. Big scrum here now for Belvedere.
Easy green.
Pressure comes on. Great scrum. Soroka to Lycett. They go along the line. Marr. Oh, Leonard looked to move that one, but there was great pressure coming in on him from Higgins, making that tackle. And Belvedere in trouble here. Could be holding on. Referee's right there. Oh.
No, off your feet.
Marcus Kiley thought he was legitimately contesting for that ball. He was in early. It did look like Belvedere were slightly isolated there. The pass from Leonard getting charged down in the tackle, so referee let that one go. But on that occasion, it didn't seem. It looked to me like he got in pretty well. We'll see it again on the replay, Brennan.
Yeah, so tackle's over there. Yeah, he's first man in. I think he continued to play it while he would come off his feet. Definitely had rights to it, but I think it's a good call by Colin Roach, who was right in a great position.
There wasn't much in it. He just needs to hold his body position a little bit stronger. But good competing there from Newbridge. Now back to the line out. Andrew Sinnott with the throw. Links to the back to Soroka again. That man has been involved in everything that Belvedere have tried to do in the lineouts. And again, they get that maul moving forward. Lycett screaming at his forwards, getting the direction, and they're back on track again. They've straightened it up. They need to make sure they have control of that ball, don't want to lose it.
No, ball's out, don't touch.
Referee.
No, it's okay, ball's available.
Getting Newbridge back out, the ball's available, he says. Now, that's that ball back outside. Very involved in bringing their wingers in. Brady comes in on that occasion, but this time holding on, referee right there. A good defence.
Isolated.
Organised again by Newbridge.
Is he, Mark?
Yeah, it's a big defensive set from Newbridge. You know, you see the Newbridge number 12 here, just being very, very physical, sheedy, and you know, forces the turnover at the ground. They didn't get the last penalty for the jackal, you know, but they made sure they played the right hand side of the law.
Yeah. Just looking at that flag on the far side, it's almost as if the wind has just changed direction. It's going across and maybe even a little bit left to right now at this stage. So that's a. And now it's just swirling.
Yeah, on the white line.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult to say who it's in favour of. Definitely changing every time we look for a line-out throw on the linesman's flag.
We go for Halpin, but that throw on this occasion from McNeilis not finding Halpin. First mistake that's been made from the hooker at line-out. Cagney ships it on towards Leonard. They move it out. Little chip through. Clever ball. Needs to bounce up. Oh, well read and covered. Fantastic play there by Kiley as he came across the cover. But the idea was great from Belvedere. Rogers just waiting out on this left wing, hoping it'd bounce up into his hands, and as rugby balls often do, it just wouldn't cooperate for him.
Yeah, I think listen, the Belvedere backline, and particularly Leonard at 10, his natural inclination is to run. They knew they had a scrum advantage there, so they got some width on it. And Conroy sniffed another intercept because they like to go to the wing. But once he got in front, it was a lovely little rubber kick through, and a class bit of skill, and I'm lucky not to come something a bit better from Belvedere.
And for the first time today, Belvedere mix up that line out. Call not being communicated to Sinnott. Looked like Soroka was expecting to go to him, and Sinnott was going to the back, but they have it back. Oh, that's a great ball. And again, look at the speed of Higgins as he comes forward and makes that big hit. Well recovered by Belvedere, though. Lysett uses his forwards again. Calls a forward from the Newbridge supporters, but referees ignored them, and that's a clever kick, very clever kick, just to relieve the pressure from Belvedere, get themselves some territory again, and put some doubts in the mind of Newbridge after some fantastic defensive work by them.
Yeah, that's a class bit of game management by Leonard. One, to spot where the weak spot was in the backfield in Newbridge, but also the skill execution with the swirling wind, the fine grass and a little runner into the touch, and now they try and get after Leinster's or Newbridge's line out with the last one was a crook control.
Yeah, Jeff McNeilis will want to make amends for that. Aiming for Halpin again.
Where's your backman? I need your backman set.
Referee not happy with the numbers. They're only going before. He's looking for a backman.
I just need one backman set.
Okay, they must have called 5 man beforehand.
One at the back.
Yeah, Newbridge seemed a bit confused why Riggy's had to come in. They've had to change the call now because it looked like it was a 4-man setup, as you said, Reggie.
I think it was a 4-man. The referee read it or heard 5-man from somewhere, so they've gone to change it. That kind of confusion doesn't help. It's a good throw though, well executed. Mangan takes it. Big hit up again by McGrory. They've been using him a lot today, Newbridge. Halpin ships it out along the line. Hannon looks for support. Doyle is there, gives it to Halpin. Again, drops the shoulder, tries to make the extra few meters. Doyle screaming at the referee, he wants clear ball. That's more like it from Newbridge. Wrigley taking that one forward, 2 big hits, using his bulk and his size. Ball out to McGrory, again. Driving forward, Doyle wants quick ball. There's opportunities down his blind side. Well marshalled that time by Cagney. Rigney again. Looks to drive it forward. Now the forwards are going to take it on. McGrory wants it. He has it. He rides the first tackle. Presents the ball. Nolan to Halpin. To Hannon. To Sheedy. Gets it out to the speedster, Higgins. He's looking to find some space out there. There's no space to be found. Belvedere defence working really, really well. Cleary with the scrum cap going forward. Ball available again. Now it's Nolan's turn to drive forward into that Belvedere defence. The tackles are coming in fast and furious from Belvedere. Kick, there might be a call. There is from the referee to hold, so they can't chase it down. O'Dwyer with those lightning feet of his, finding space on that outside. The clear out comes in from Rogers. Isaac gets it out to Coleman, the captain. Cagney, who carries so often, he avoids the first tackle from Rigney, steps inside him, places the ball again, and there's space on the outside if they can find it. Leonard will look to go wide, gets a loop around. That's a great move. Just tackled by his opposite number, Hannon, manages to scrag him in the tackle. Mar goes forward. Big leg drive from him, he escapes. He's gone towards the middle. Covering defence is there. Oh, just missed that tackle. Jack Doyle gets back. He makes a last-ditch effort on Grogan to stop him. The winger turns centre, showing his pace there.
Hands off!
Lysett wants it. There's numbers lined up on the left-hand side for Belvedere. Coleman takes it forward. Ball available again. Newbridge desperately defending here. Ball gets to Marr. He steps back inside. Coleman with the clear out. Jack Doyle is on it. Referee says play on. Now it's Soroka. The big man goes. just held a metre short of the line. And in comes Leinster. The scrum half was lurking. He was working everything in the build-up to that, organising forwards left and right, backs when it needed to go. And at the end, there he was, just waiting for the opportunity. And it opened up for him, and he took it.
Yeah, well, it came from an unbelievable break from Mar, the Belvedere centre. We saw him 2 weeks ago against Ross Gray, but he broke 4 or 5 tackles there, and Newbridge, you know, had to scramble back from 40, 50 metres, and then Belvedere don't let him off the hook. They just come after you phase after phase, flatten the gain line. Great carry from Sirocco, and it was just a numbers game. Newbridge ran out of numbers defensively, and you know, Lysett is so sharp around the fringes.
Yep. Justin Leonard now with the chance to add the 2 points. This step goes through his routine, kicks it, and curls it beautifully inside the left hand upright, judging the win to perfection and adding the extra 2 points. But as you said, Bernard, the build-up to that try was exceptional. We saw the pace of Matt Grogan, who of course has come in from the wing to play in the centre for this game. And that pace really stood to him when he was getting away from those tackles. And now that scoreline looks a little bit ominous for Newbridge. They have to bounce back straight away as Hannon restarts. They go long. And that's the Olowe. Puts it out. It is half-time, a half, which both teams, Newbridge gone off to a flying start with 7 points. But a good comeback from Belvedere with tries from Sinnott and Soroka, and Lysett leaves it 21-7 at half-time to Belvedere. Just getting the promos up now, hang on. Yep. Okay. Going to run through them real quick? Okay. No worries.
Have your first one with him? Will it? This will be my first one with him. Can you rush it? So that's not off. No, I'm not going to go over for that. I would double that. Yeah. So like, the pros really. That's great. I'm with him Saturday. I'm in the studio, I think. But I don't know. I've never played. It's like, you might get 400 or 500. Okay. Yeah. For the injury. Okay. But you come and shoot more. No, we should. Sure, but it doesn't. So much more work. Yeah, of course. Anyway, I got a text saying that they've upped it a bit.
And don't forget that tomorrow we have the third instalment of this year's quarterfinals on FreeSports in association with Express Care by Affidea, minor injuries and illnesses walk-in clinics in Dublin and Cork. Kick-off again is at 3 p.m. as Clongowes Wood College face CBC Munster. Then, on Monday, February 25th, we'll bring you the live coverage of the postponed quarter-final between Blackrock College and St. Michael's College, and what a cracker that promises to be. And we're having a fair old cracker here, Bernard, with a great start there. Donald Conroy getting Newbridge off to a flyer with that intercept try, and 7 points within 3 minutes, but Belvedere responded brilliantly, and from the line-out maul, Andrew Sinnott found himself going over in the left-hand corner for Belvedere. The perfect response. Then clever play by Alexis Soroka. He dives and places it against the base of the post to make it 14, and again persistent play, Soroka involved, good work, and that man Patrick Lysett, who's been involved in so much of what Belvedere have done well today, Bernard, getting the third try and making it 21-7 at half-time. And now you'd feel it's a little bit of a hill for Newbridge to climb.
Yeah, Newbridge have shown moments of real quality. Unfortunately for them, they've had a couple of key errors in close to the Belvedere line. 20 yards out, they lose a line out. They lost a ball at a breakdown when they had to go forward. And you have to give credit to Belvedere. They probably had the dominant individuals like Soroka. Grogan in the centre, the halfbacks have been excellent. So, Newbridge have had a couple of good performers. Rigney's had one massive carry, and they probably need their captain to get on the ball more. Mangan, McCrory up front, and Jack Doyle and Cahill in the backs. But it's difficult to see. I think really, realistically for Newbridge, they got to throw caution to the wind now and play. To be 14 points down, it's a big lead. They probably need to score in the first 10 minutes to kind of put some doubt in Belvedere's mind.
Yeah, both teams taking a little bit extra at this half-time break. Unusual to see them going in off the pitch. But the fans are ready to go. They're not holding back. Now, as coach, Bernard, and being in the situation where you're dealing with underage level and it's kind of a little bit more difficult, what are the messages that you think Newbridge will be giving and Coach Niall Smullen will be giving to his team? Listen,
I think the most important thing is that you don't ask them to do anything they're not used to doing at training or in the league or in warm-up games, and they'll have a couple of little power plays that they've used all season and probably need something like that to go back to now to give them a little bit of momentum, a little bit of confidence, and try and find a weak link in the Belvedere defence. But listen, it's a good lead for Belvedere, but it's not insurmountable. And this could be the last 35 minutes of their cup campaign. So they got to leave nothing in the dressing room now and go out and give everything they have as a team. Also, going to look at the bench. You've got some good quality players on the bench who maybe can come on and make an impact, and they're going to be making sure they know their roles when they come on.
Belvedere making their way back onto the pitch. I'm sure the message that came from Pat Tuakarena to his players would have been a positive one at half-time, and the message to keep going with where they are at the moment. I think Patrick Lysett and Justin Leonard, they've really controlled the game well at halfbacks. Yeah, they have, and there's a very talented scrum half on the bench for Belvedere, young McNeese, who potentially will come on and give some tempo. But in terms of game management, I think that Lysett and Leonard have been excellent. Both sets of halfbacks have been very good. I think Hannon and Doyle have been good for Newbridge as well. But I think because of the platform the Belvedere pack have given Lysett and Leonard, they'll be able to get them into the right areas of the field easier.
Black, good to go.
Yep, have been impressed with Hannon.
Green, good to go.
Things well, and he will restart this one for Newbridge. And they go long and try and get it into the corner. That one isn't dealt with by Rogers on this occasion, but he's tidied it up and gets a decent enough clearance, but only to just outside that 22. And as I said, the wind has changed direction again. It is getting stronger, there's no doubt about it, and it's in Newbridge's favour. And I really do think territory and a decent kicking game will be a factor in the second half round.
Yeah, and Newbridge haven't had any set-piece opportunities in the Belvedere 22, so with that win, potentially they can find some field position and see if they have the match for Belvedere up front.
McNeillis goes to Halpin at the back. Wrigley takes it forward. Nolan straight away. A good start here by Newbridge. Getting some decent territory. Doyle uses his big men. Mangan taking it forward.
No, off your feet.
All available again. Cleary takes it forward. Oh, he's not held in the tackle. Gets away well. Doyle now looks like that break. Good step in the scrum half back inside. Gives it to Rigney. He's there in support. Great start to the second half from Newbridge. Halpin takes it forward. Big step back inside.
Release, tackle.
Sinnott.
7, release.
Doyle organising again. He wants to use the big men as a decoy. Gets it out to Sheedy. He's back across that pitch. There's a great chance here now. Moving on the outside from Kiley. Oh, the pass in basketball style over the top. Probably not necessary. Just needed to go through hands. It has been tidied up by Conroy though. A chance to go again from Doyle. Gives it to Halpin. Halpin steps back inside. Makes another 2 meters.
Hands off, back.
Rigney and the forwards line up. It goes to Rigney. He drops his shoulders. Gets past the first tackle. Doyle to Hannon. Hannon to his number 8 Cleary. Big hit coming in. Newbridge still have it though. Ball is there. Referee is onside. Rory now. Picks it back outside to Cleary. Rory there again to clear. Doyle gives it to Rigney, the captain. Pushes it forward. What a drive by Rigney. Just 5 meters short. Doyle again. Gets it to McGrory. Good step back inside in for him. He needs support. He's a little bit isolated there. But they still have it. Mangan takes it forward.
No, hands away, one.
Little sniping run there from Doyle. Back inside to Nolan. Good patience here from Newbridge in this build-up. The forwards are going to take it up. Hannon doesn't want it. Lucette Scully has it. Goes to Doyle. Now they're creating space, and Hannon's looking to go on the outside. It's a big run back inside by Kylie.
Advantage.
Ball available. Quick hands from Doyle. Gets it out along the line. Cahill. Steps by Cahill. He's just short of the line. He's being held. Good tackle and release. Now it's the pick and drive down the blind side. Got to keep in play.
Hold.
Cahill sets himself up against the scrum half pass. Forwards are lining. They pick and drive one last time. They're just a metre short.
Ball is there.
Rigney is setting himself on the outside. Belvedere defence holding fast. Big hit coming in from Coleman, the captain. Doyle has it. He gives it to Hannon. Hannon moves it out wide. Conroy can't get his hands on it. Just offside from Belvedere. Fingertip stuff there. Side entry coming in. Earlier infringement. He was playing advantage to referee. It's gone back to that penalty advantage now. And time off while we look at an injury. I think it might be to Andrew Sinnott. But what a build-up that was from Newbridge. Here we see it again, just fingertips from Conroy, missing out on that one. But what a response after half-time from Newbridge, really putting it back up to Belvedere.
Yeah, we're starting to see, I think, their forwards get a bit of dominance. They're starting to use the latch, ball carry with someone behind them, pushing them into contact, and they're starting to knock over the Belvedere defenders, which is a little bit worrying, I'm sure, for the Belvedere coaching staff, because that's the first time Newbridge have really taken the game to them, direct off 9. And Jack Doyle's service is phenomenal, whether it's to a forward or out the back to Hannon. His pass seems to be electric in his decision making. He made a great little break around the side of the ruck as well. So, but you would feel Newbridge need to score here, need to capitalise on some strong territorial dominance.
Yep, and they're going for it. They're going for a scrum just under the post. Captain Rigney gave the decision to the referee. They need a strong scrum here, and they're lining up with Hannon on the left-hand side, and Conroy lurking in behind that scrum dangerously with his pace. Big scrum needed here from Newbridge. Doyle will want good service to his number 8 clearly. And watch that man Conroy just lurking, hidden almost in behind the scrum from the Belvedere defenders, not knowing whether he'd go left or right.
3 separate actions. Wait till I make the call, please, before the bind goes in. Keep that gap.
Referee right there wants a steady scrum. Newbridge fans really starting to get behind the team now. Ball's in from Doyle, it's at the base.
Scrum half.
There he has it. Goes from Doyle. Cahanan back inside the Kylie, and Conroy's brought in the inside channel. He's just held short, half a metre. Doyle has it. Taken on by Scully. He keeps going. Good leg drive. Doyle looking to use one of his back row. McGrory's on the outside. McGrory has it. It's leg drive from McGrory. Is he there? Oh, it's just ripped out of his hands by Grogan.
Ball's lost forward.
Lost forward desperately as he tried to reach for the line. It looks like Max Grogan who came in to make that tackle on McGrory as he came forward, and he just manages to get that rip in, dislodge the ball and force the knock on.
And that could be a key moment in a game. You see McGrory here, he's been an unbelievable ball carrier all day. He's going to drive through. But yeah, the centre just rips the ball off him as he's going to ground. And you know, it's been great defence from Belvedere in fairness, because Newbridge are really putting them under pressure. And if they can exit here without conceding a score, they'll be very relieved.
Yeah, fantastic work by centre Matt Grogan, coming in there in the tackle, holding up and ripping the ball out. And there we have it. A scrum collapse. Number three.
Straight down.
Bringing it straight down, the referee says. So the penalty goes against Newbridge. Belvedere, in the shape of Leonard, have a chance to relieve their lines, and he does so.
That's a disaster for Newbridge to give away a penalty at a scrum like that. It gives Belvo an easy exit, and now to throw into the line out. And yeah, it's just the pressure. Having not scored, sometimes you over chase, and obviously Ricky there is looking to make something big happen at scrum time and loses his bind and right in front of the referee, and it's a penalty against them.
Yeah. Well, Soroka and Coleman have been the target men. Coleman looks like he's setting up for a flat ball and two. Fast ball, and that's where it goes. It's a good throw from Sinnott, finds his man. It's clever play, well set up, so difficult to defend. Newbridge now trying to get in and halt that Belvedere ball, but it's well structured, it's well put together. Getting a bit close to the touchline now, though. They need to work it back in field. Great defence from Newbridge. Lysett is there, he needs to use it. Referees keeping Newbridge on side.
Use it!
Leonard doesn't want it, he's getting his forwards back involved. Sinnott this time.
Off your feet,
Good support from Yelloway. Out to goes to Cagney again, so involved in all the carries. Fantastic tight head prop. Oh, Leonard makes a mistake, that one slips through his hand. It's tidied up on this occasion.
No, play on.
By Marr. Lysett now, still in control. Looks to Cagney on the outside. Here's Soroka, here's Coleman. He elects to go to Leonard, who puts a little dink over the top. That one's covered well by Conroy. He's got pace and open space. Well marshalled though. Good tackle by Marr. He came forward. Halpin has it. Taken by Lysett. That one's high. Referee right there. They tap and go. Jack Doyle wants it. They're not 10. He knows it. Referee's right there. They're looking for that quick space. Good play from Doyle. Realised that Belvedere weren't getting back quickly enough. Knew the referee was right there. Took the quick tap and almost looked to be tackled for it.
Yeah, he did. He kind of got away from support a little bit, but he's really trying to pick up the tempo and get that Newbridge forward pack on the front foot. And we see a change here for Newbridge now. A bit of size and strength coming on. Number 20, Phil Lawler's son.
Yeah, Phil, the great Phil Lawler's son, Dunna, coming on.
Keep an eye on those high tackles. They must be kept
Obviously
down.
played for Newbridge and back to Phil and played for Ireland. His son is only in transition year, but by all accounts he's a making to a great player as well.
Great opportunity for him to come on at a point in the game when Newbridge really need to make something happen.
Probably disappointed with that kick. Reggie didn't get a little bit closer to the 5 metre line. There's a huge amount of work still for the forward pack to do here if they can manage to win the set piece.
Yeah, but they're in the right part of the pitch. And it's a slightly overthrown, but it's fallen well for Newbridge. Clearly just tidied it up and couldn't quite hold on to it. Juggled it on this occasion. Trying the adventurous one, McNillis going over towards the back and just overthrew it. Belvedere again with that let off, and again a Newbridge error.
Yeah, we saw Belvedere when they had the opportunities in the Newbridge 22 in the first half. They didn't overcomplicate it. They used their tallest, most mobile lifter quite close to the front, won the ball and created a maul. And I don't think there's any need for Newbridge to throw to the back there. We saw the linesman's flag. It's very, very windy. Asking a hooker to hit double tops in the back there is pretty difficult.
Yeah, I'd agree. Maybe set in the middle, but there is great defence coming in the form of Jones and Yolowe and Coleman and Soroka for Belvedere, so maybe that defensive pattern is making it difficult. But anyway, it's taken forward again by Soroka. It's had a huge game for Belvedere today. Ball's available. Leonard looks to clear his line, drills it low and hard, and that's a great clearing kick from Justin Leonard. Lovely service from his forwards, taking it forward, bringing the defensive line back that little bit and just creating those extra few seconds which allowed Justin Leonard to bring a good low hard kick that brings play all the way up to the halfway line.
Yeah, it's demoralising for the Newbridge pack as well. They've had 10 minutes of sustained pressure, haven't been able to get any scores on the board, and now they've got to restart again 50 metres from the Belvedere line.
This is worrying for Belvedere. As we mentioned, this man Alexi Soroka, he's been phenomenal today for Belvedere, involved in everything that they've done well. And he's down now at the moment with an injury.
Yeah,
so that'll be concerning for Pat Tuikarena, the Belvedere coach.
Yeah, you have to say he's been an outstanding player in the field. Himself and Cagney, have been massive for Belvedere in terms of their forward pack, in terms of giving them go forward. And, two key men for them in this competition. If they're to get through this hurdle of the next 30 or 25 minutes against Newbridge.
More reinforcements in the form of Conor Kelly. Conor Kelly, who started the last game for Belvedere. Big unit. Just going in there.
Hold.
He's coming in now, and he'll be replacing Jed Jones. He's making way for Kelly, and I think Patrick Lysett as well is making way for Jack McNeese. So some tactical substitutions there from Belvedere coach Pat Tuikarena. Trying to close this game out. It's a good ball again. Jack Doyle. A bit of footwork. Trying to find some space, trying to find a way through that Belvedere defence. It hasn't been easy. Halpin, very much involved as well for Newbridge today. He's had a big game, but he may have been turned over on that occasion. Just manages to hold on. Doyle gets it out. Hannon now. Oh, he's well met. Right. His opposite number, Leonard. Newbridge. Going forward through Mangan. Doyle. To Rigney, good pass back inside.
Release, tackle it, 20, release.
Need to get that ball open. Look for the crossfield kick to Conroy. He can't send Conroy, and he's got the step, great pass back inside to Kiley. Kiley got to look right, goes on his own. Smashes into Dwyer, who makes an amazing tackle on him. Hurts his shoulder in the process. But he had Conroy on his right shoulder there, Kiley. He needed to look, needed to listen. Rigney keeps going forward. Halpin. Ball gets on the outside to Higgins. He's got pace. Good strength from Higgins. And just good covering tackle by Rory Dwyer there to get across and marshal Higgins in towards that touchline. But an opportunity, it has to be said, for Newbridge. Great pass outside. Shoot at the line. Watch Dwyer. He just took a knock on his shoulder in the earlier phase of this and still gets across and makes this tackle, and it's a crucial one on Higgins because he has the pace to get there. But a great covering tackle. And Newbridge aren't giving up in this one.
Newbridge are showing unbelievable courage and spirit to keep coming back at Belvedere. behind on the scoreboard quite heavily, 14 points, but they're not giving up, and they probably should have had at least one try so far, particularly from that brilliant crossfield kick from Jack Doyle. And if only they could communication could have given from outside. There was a walk in, and then that's a brilliant pass from Hannon. But in fairness to Belvedere, as good as Newbridge's attack has been, their defence has stood up, particularly their scramble defence once they get broken in terms of the front line.
Hands away. Yes, one stroke is forward, you can knock it out with your hands. Basics, please.
A couple of players starting to go down a little bit with cramp at this stage, and it's understandable the pace that this game is being played at.
No, absolutely not.
You see Cormac
Through the middle,
Stokes
you can
now
drive over, yes. As long as
coming
you don't
on
drive
to the
beyond.
pitch. That's a replacement for Newbridge. And Andrew Sinnott has the task of getting this line out right. Coleman is at the front. He's set already. It could be another one of those flat ones at the front. Takes one step back. And this time Soroka's there. Halpin challenged, but he couldn't quite get there. Halpin.
No. Ball.
Good drive from Belvedere.
Okay, 28.
Gaining those extra meters. Counter rough from Newbridge. Trying to get themselves involved. Trying to stop that drive from Belvedere. We'll go through the middle again. Sinnott this time. Big clear out. Oh, it's turned over. Doyle has it. He moves it out along the line to Sheedy. Sheedy ships it on towards Kiley. Places the ball well. Halpin clears. Doyle is there. Lawler takes it. Good step from him. Quick ball back inside to Rigney. Rigney with the big drive. Ball available again. Doyle has it. Gets it to Hannon. Moves it along the line. This is great stuff from Newbridge. Sheedy makes those valuable 2 meters. Doyle to Lawler. He goes. He uses that long, rangy leg drive of his. Ball, quick ball out to Halpin. He's had an incredible game. Back on his feet. Halpin with the leg drive, looking for the support of the rest of his forwards. Scully is there to help him. They're trying to see the ball. Referee is there. It's just held up. It's just held up. Referee is right there. Immediately called it as being held up as the drive came in from Halpin. And the support came in through Scully.
Yeah, Newbridge have Belvedere on the rack and everything bar the scoreboard. But you feel if they get one try, Reggie, that they could really get inside the minds of Belvedere, because there's loads of time. They need to score over the next few minutes, I think, just to put that doubt in the Belvedere minds. But they're certainly throwing the kitchen sink out at the moment.
This scrum opportunity, they need to get that pressure just held up short of the line there. The referee is right there. A little bit scrappy now in these scrums. There's been a few replacements. Cormac Stokes has just come in there at hooker, replacing Jeff McNeilis. Referee Comroach right on hand, organising those front rows. Leonard now standing in the scrum half position, with Lysett going off. That's a free kick. Referee had enough. And again, a let off for Belvedere.
Yeah, that's a killer blow for Newbridge to have a scrum 5 yards out and concede a free kick for being over enthusiastic on the hit. It's so disappointing for the Newbridge players and their coach.
The wind keeps that one in play. Cahill deals with it brilliantly. Looks to get over the pass a little bit wayward. It's gone. It's not been knocked down there though by Murr. Knock on advantage been played by the referee. Doyle goes again. Halpin. That one goes through his hands this time. Bounces everywhere on the 4G surface. Conroy, the speedster, looks to try and find a way through.
No advantage. We're going back for the knock on.
No advantage. We'll go back for the knock on. But again, we just see now the danger. You see Cahill here. They're looking to go from everywhere. That was a real opportunity, though. If that pass could have gotten towards Higgins. He's got great pace. We saw it earlier in the first half. Examples of where he could be gone, and they had numbers on the outside.
Yeah, Newbridge are definitely trying to get the ball out to their wings as often as possible. I think they can do a job on their opposite man. Unfortunately, with the wind, and in fairness, with that pressure that Belvedere bringing defensively, they are making a few errors, which is understandable. But I think the killer was that free kick at scrum time. Just get Belvedere an opportunity to move the play, up over the halfway line into the Newbridge half.
Jonathan Sargent and Matt Galansky coming on to beef up that front row and give a well-earned rest to Andrew Sinnott and Hugh Flood. Great performances from them.
Good to go.
The Belvedere pack have been rock solid today. Their set piece has been very good. Their line-out has performed well. Scrum has dominated. And I think it's been reflected in the scoreboard. Still, Newbridge ball on the halfway line. Great attacking opportunity from here. See Jack Hanning just talking to his troops on his outside. Marcus Kiley lining up. Again we see wingers hiding, fullbacks hiding. It's with Doyle. Oh, it's a great pass. Oh, just couldn't quite get it to hand. Great, great pass to David O'Sullivan, who just moved on that outside line. Conroy throws the dummy. The pass just needed to be slightly lower and in front of O'Sullivan. He had loads of space on that outside channel.
Yeah, I think Newbridge have had some really nice back row moves, strike plays off the scrum, mainly using Jack Doyle's passing ability. And you know, if that pass had went to hand, the opposite winger had closed in, and there's going to be a foot race to the line. And you know, you got to admire that kind of creativity under serious pressure that they're under, obviously chasing the game.
Changes being made now. Shanahan and O'Sullivan both on. Ooh, big drive by Leonard. He's a powerful 10. Take those big hits. All out to Soroka again. Being helped by Kelly on this occasion. Leonard, who stepped into that 9 roll. Taken forward again by Belvedere. Belvedere now just trying to get through some phases. Hackney lost his headband. Shifted out. It's a poor pass from Rutledge, but taken nonetheless by O'Grady. Ball's available for Leonard. He looks to Soroka. Soroka takes a step back off his left foot. He's tackled well, but the ball's available for Belvedere. Move it out along the line. Marr slightly high. Referee says
Number 23.
illegally so.
Slipped up. It's still your responsibility to keep the tackles down low. Be careful, please.
Clear, very clear instructions there to Kiley from the referee. He did slip somewhat, but the arm slipped up along in the tackle, and these days it can't go anywhere near there. And Belvedere, I think, probably taking the clever option and just trying to get it beyond those two converted tries. They're going to go for the penalty, but we see it again. O'Sullivan, Kiley just coming in.
Yeah, he made a very good defensive read, but unfortunately just climbed up a little bit high in the tackle. And you know, if Leonard can kick this, you know, it would make it a 3-score game and probably put the game to bed, unfortunately, from a Newbridge point of view.
Yeah, please.
Donald Conroy going off with an injury for Newbridge, and Cormac King coming on, will be coming on to replace him. Now Leonard with the opportunity. Probably look to drill this low into the wind. He does that. He strikes it well. He strikes it brilliantly. What a beautifully constructed kick that was. Bernard into the wind. He couldn't afford to go high. He knew it would hold up. Drilled it low, straight between the posts. Fantastic penalty.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with him. He's made a couple of errors today, but he's always trying to do something positive. And you know, he's definitely a player to watch. You know, over the next year or two.
Hannon gets the restart. It's taken well by Rutledge over in that far corner. Newbridge now desperately trying to find a way to get themselves back into this game. They're still defending, they're still attacking, they're still trying to get their hands on the ball in the form of Cleary. Big clear on coming in there from Doyle.
No advantage, number 5, Green not rolling away.
Halpin, number 5, he said. Not rolling away.
Not rolling away.
Pushing Halpin. He's had an amazing game for Newbridge. He hasn't been found wanting.
No, he's been excellent. But The problem for Newbridge is now, the anxiety that they're going to be feeling. 3 scores behind, haven't had that period of possession and territory, and not having scored, and they're just going to maybe over anxious at the breakdown and give away, soft penalties like that, which allow Belvedere actually, put a squeeze on you further.
It's often hard to get that message into the young men's minds, but 15 minutes at this level, it's a huge amount of time, especially we've seen it in schools games before. Teams can come back.
And Newbridge have shown they have the firepower to score, if they can just be a little bit more accurate.
And here we go, great starting opportunity here. Halford again tidies that one up, an overthrow from Belvedere. Doyle gets it out to Cleary. Cleary takes it forward. Ball goes loose, but it's tidied up by Lawler this time. Tries to get back to his feet. Presents it well. Offside. Yeah, right in front of the referee. Aaron Coleman. Tap and go by Doyle again. He knows the 10 metres. They're not observing it. Great pass out to Mangan on this occasion. He's met well in the tackle. Rigney, he'll drop the shoulder and use the leg drive. Another 3 or 4 metres made. Doyle out to that man. Halpin again involved in everything. Lawler with the clear out.
Okay, easy.
Ball available. Belvedere just coming in. Hannon ships it on very well.
Advantage, no, just a knockout.
Towards Higgins now has it. Referee just playing advantage for that knock on in the tackle. I don't think there was anything in it. It just came forward.
Just calm yourself.
Some more substitutions. Peter Levy and Patrick O'Flaherty coming on. For Nolan. Scully.
Crouch.
Scrub opportunity again on the 10-metre line for Newbridge. They've got to make something happen now, Bernard.
Yeah, this is becoming critical for Newbridge now. If they're going to get back into this game, they need to to get a score. I think in this period of possession, and they've got a scrum. Scrum hasn't been solid, but they've managed to get the ball out of the large percentage of it. But they're looking for a backline move here that gets them over the gain line. They get their big forwards, coming onto the ball off Doyle's crisp pass, and hopefully get a score to make the game, a contest going to the last 10 minutes.
Set.
Well, we were spoiled with tries in the first half, and the second half has been void of them, but there's still time. And Newbridge through Hannon going forward now. Good line coming in there from O'Sullivan. Tackled well though. Looks to get it on the outside. Higgins, we know the pace he has. Oh, what a pass back inside. Unbelievable hands from Higgins to Shannon. Did well to keep in play as well. Been turned over, has it, at Belvedere? What a defensive work that is by Belvedere, getting in there and turning that one over. Cackney takes it forward. Disheartening, heartbreaking even for Newbridge after a break like that. Lawler tries to counter up. Leonard with the box kick. Goes long. Doyle. Did he touch it? Well, that was definitely touched. Yeah. I don't think the referee doesn't think Doyle touched that, and so it's knocked on by John Marr from Belvedere. But look at this amazing play here. What a pass back inside by Higgins to Shanahan, and Shanahan keeping him in play. And again, just as you thought Newbridge had found some way to open the can and crack their way in, Belvedere closing down.
Yeah, Belvedere closing down, and that's been a feature of the game. I think this has been a great test for Belvedere's defence. Since they got that lead, they've had to defend for the majority of the game, and that's going to be important for them further on this competition.
Advantage now forward.
And just get enough on this clever kick through there. Oh, it's bounced up nicely, Belvedere against the run of play. Newbridge will be happy. That was given as a knock on. They'll be very happy.
Yeah, if that had stayed went to hand, it was another try for Belvedere, but
and from nothing again almost, Bernard. It didn't seem like there was anything in the build up to that, and bang, there it is.
And they're very good at spotting that space in the backfield. When there's a turnover, they put a little grubber kick through, and their work rate in terms of kick chase has been outstanding, and you feel sorry for the Newbridge back three because they're isolated. The forwards are a long way away from them, and it's certainly not a nice place to be.
Set.
King now set to put this one into the scrum. Pressure comes on from Belvedere. They hold fast. King gets it out towards Hannon. Hannon looks to move it out along good feet. Great Work there by O'Sullivan to step back inside and gain those extra couple of metres. King now to Lawler. He drops the shoulder and tries to get that extra metre. Again, just that last pass not going to hand. It gets out on the outside. Coach Grogan, he's got power and pace. We know that. We've seen it already. Forwards are coming in. Kelly's looking for support. Soroka's there. Kelly again, over in the corner. Defense from Rigney. Soroka looks to go through the middle. Defended well by Newbridge. Lawler drives him back, just holds it up. Ball's available. Need to be careful around the fringes. That one looked like it may have been fumbled. Ball's there, and right over. In goes Kelly. Easy. I noted when he came on, he looks more like a prop forward than a back row forward. The power of him from that distance, there's just no way he's going to be stopped.
No, fair. I think that sums up the difference between the two teams. That, you know, Belvedere, the only chance in the second half they've actually been in the Newbridge 22, you know, and they get the 5 points by just being really patient around the try line. When Newbridge have got into that situation, you know, they haven't had the same level of composure. They've had the same level of intensity and work rate and hunger, just haven't had the composure necessary to put points on the board, and you know, that kills the game now. And you know, it's a comprehensive scoreline for Belvedere.
That comes down to experience as much as anything else. You know, Belvedere been in these situations, last year's finalists.
100%. And Belvedere over the last 5 or 6 years have, you know, won this trophy, beat the finals, and you know, builds up a level of confidence and experience of getting yourself ready for the big day. And you know, as I said beforehand, Newbridge, because they're in the league, you know, they only have access to this type of competition, you know, on 2 or 3 occasions a year, and that makes it harder for them to make that step up, I think.
Leonard adds the 2 points to bring the score to 31 points to 7 for Belvedere. Restart dealt with well, single lift. Great athleticism there, taken by Soroka. Coma takes it forward, the captain for Belvedere. He's played well today. Again, they look to go through the middle. That one though spilled on this occasion, and it's a knock on. And referee Colm Roach will bring back that one for the scrum. Looking at both sides, I mean, the back rows have impressed me from both teams today. In Newbridge, Nolan, McGrory and Cleary really giving everything that they have, but it has to be said that the back row of Rutledge and Coleman, and in particular that man Soroka for Belvedere, have been outstanding. Yeah,
I agree, and you know, you can see Peter Smith and Trevor Hogan and Simon Broughton here who work in the Leinster you know, academy, and you can be sure that he's somebody who's on their radar as a potential player for Leinster in the future.
Higgins again tries to find a gap through, just scragged at the end. Hannon, little chip over the top. It's well placed. Cahill gets on the end of it. It's back. Tries to get that offload to O'Sullivan. It just doesn't quite go to hand. That's been the story of the day for Newbridge. Backwards. But again, they still haven't. It's gone backwards, says the referee. They've got a chance here to get on the scoreboard. King moves it out to Lawler. Lawler looks for a gap. Maintains possession. Ball's available. Hannon. And just the only mistake he's really made today, Hannon.
Yeah, I think he's a very good young player. I played with his brother and his father, Larry and Justin Hannon played for Carlow, 2 front rows, prop and hooker. Luckily he's a 10 and he's looked dangerous. Unfortunately, there he just has probably too much time on the ball, and the wind just took it away from him a little bit.
Set. Easy green.
Here now. Looking to play this game out, get towards the end. They've performed well today. They've taken their opportunities when they've come their way.
That drive is still going on too early.
Yeah, it's a very comprehensive win for Belvedere, 31-7, and I think from a coach, you know, I said it already, but I think the fact that they've had to defend for vast periods of the game will serve them well, and it will give them an opportunity to sort out any little defensive issues there is in their system. But you can certainly can't say they don't scramble and work hard for each other.
Long way to go, obviously, in this competition, but at this point, you said it last week, you still really believe they're title contenders?
I think they'll gain a lot from from this game. I think the two standout teams so far are Belvedere and Blackrock. One of them is going to knock each other out in the quarter-final, which will give likes of Gonzaga and Belvedere now massive hope. And whoever wins tomorrow, Clongowes and KH.
Yeah, Michael's and Blackrock, of course, which is on the 25th, that replay game from the postponed match last Sunday. Newbridge now.
One step over, please.
Playing for pride at this stage, but they haven't given up, they haven't stopped playing, and they haven't shown any lack of ambition. Ball goes over the back, Rigney tidies it up. It's there, available. Taken forward again through Stokes. Belvedere defence stands firm. King moves it along the line. One look slightly forward, and it was just slightly forward from John Shanahan, back inside to O'Sullivan, but the right idea, trying to find that space on the inside channel.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, it was the right option. Just overran it a little bit, and the ref was in a great position. Colin Roach to spot it, but that's the situation Newbridge find themselves in now. They got to keep trying to unlock the Belvedere defence and take a few risks, because the game is over on the scoreboard. But it'd be great to see Newbridge get a late score, because they certainly deserve it, given how good their effort has been in the second half.
Music, please.
Good work again. Mark coming back in that line. Nice switch play from Belvedere. Big numbers lined up on this open side.
Ball's there.
Soroka finishes as he started, carrying the ball. Leonard talking to his forwards, keeps using that channel, but it's not forward on that occasion. One of the rare times we see a mistake. I think it was the captain Coleman on that occasion.
Rocket forward.
To knock that one forward. Allen trying to get some distance on it. Heads are dropped now for Newbridge, but they have a lot to be proud of from today and their performance. They never gave up, they kept going, and but for a few errors, they could have been a lot tighter in the scoreline. Yeah,
listen, there's no doubt Belvedere deserved to win it, but Newbridge, I definitely feel that the scoreline doesn't reflect, what they put into this contest, and they definitely left some scores behind them.
There are some young players in that Newbridge squad, still plenty of time for them in the future to work on as they try and move their way out of their own half. Lawler has been impressive since he's come on.
Yeah, he's someone who can build a team around, TY student, but he's got over the gain line every time he's had the ball, and you can imagine him next year, a year older, physically growing a bit to be a key man for him.
A lot more athletic looking than his father.
That's very true.
Sorry, Phil. Leonard, Belvedere again. Well taken forward. Great power. Such strength coming in from the Beth. Galansky there, taking that one on. A little grubber kick through. Higgins turns to try and chase. It's well followed up by Dwyer. He's still going after that earlier knock. But that one just going forward. But great invention there from Belvedere.
Yeah, it doesn't lead to a try, but again, it shows you how dangerous they are and where they see the space and exploit it.
Yeah, and a referee blows the final whistle on that. And, it has to be said, 31 points to 7. Tries from Andrew Sinnott, Soroka, Patrick Lysett and Kelly for Belvedere, and an early intercept from Donald Conroy. Started well for Newbridge, but from there on, Belvedere used their experience, took their opportunities when they came to them, and run out deserving winners of today's game. Score today, Belvedere College 31 points, Newbridge College 7. And a final reminder that tomorrow Clongowes Wood College take on CBC Monkstown at 3 p.m. on FreeSports, so do join us for that one. Until then, it's goodbye from Bernard and I.